Hey guys, welcome back to the Mopar Nationwide series. It has been a bit of a slouch, I guess you say, or delay for the series to continue on, but had Christmas, New Year's and all that stuff, so kinda took a mini break, I guess you could say. I did the special race a couple nights ago with Sean Henley, and that's basically all I've done since right before Christmas, but I'm going to try to get back in gear now and wrap up the Mopar Nationwide series and the Mountain Race Series chase. But we're back here once again at Dover International Speedway, or Raceway, whatever. I think it's Speedway. Anyway, this is race 29, and we're here today for the running of the roadloans.com 400. Actually, take that back, 200. Roadloans.com 200. Alright, since I'm already on a fail spree, take you to the back straightaway, as a lot of these cars had different looks to them, and also wanted to point out one paint scheme that's going to be ran on the 64 for the rest of the season. This is Dylan Young. Can't really see, but it does have his mom's name on the hood, Donna Young. You see there with the flowers. If you haven't known already, Dylan's mom did pass away on Christmas Day. So in tribute for his mother, Dylan will be driving this car for the rest of the season. And the Cup Series, he'll be driving a tribute car to his mother as well in the 9 car he drives. And thanks again to Seth Cole, who made both cars for me and for Dylan. But he'll be starting up here in the top 10, which is a good start. We'll see if he can maybe win this race. But on the pole today, in the 09 is Michael Kazi, looking to try to get his second win of the season. Looking for his 4th overall. Outside of him is the 99 of Xavier Livingston, the rookie, still looking for his first win. And we'll see what he does. Row 2 has newcomer, only I think his second or third start. I think it's second. Steve Gonzalez in the 6th. Bringing on the Nice Energy colors. Jack Richards on the outside in the 5. Then you got Barney Ward, who's up there in the points. He started up pretty good today. He's 5th in the standings. He needs this run. He needs to get a win. He's in a good spot to try to do it. Alexander Jones starts 6th. Then you got Dylan Young, like already documented, starts 7th. Jake Rogers 8th. That is Brody Banta in 9th. He has the One Main Financial paint scheme on that 11 car, so we got to keep an eye on that. He's not Dollar General today. And round out your top 10 is Willow Livingston. So both the Livingstons start in the top 10. But we'll update everybody else once the green flag goes out. We're ready to get going. Get this race underway for race 29 of 34 here at Dover. As we get ready for the cars to roll on by and show you your starting grid for today's race. The roadloans.com 200. And as the cars roll by, since it's a short track, we'll go ahead and show you the starting grid for today's race. And we are back as the cars are rolling off the back straightaway. Getting ready to go racing here at Dover. That's Michael Kazi in the 09 and Xavier Livingston in the 99. Bunch of 9s in the front row. As the pace car heads to pit road. So we get ready to go racing here at Dover and begin the roadloans.com 200. Waiting for it. And the green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Dover. Sorry about that cut right there, guys. I had to turn the volume back up. When I do league races, I do turn it down. So now you guys can hear the cars again. As Michael Kazi will get a huge run, and he'll lead lap 1. And now the driver in second place is Barney Ward, with Dylan Young right behind him in his mother's tribute car. And Brody Bandit works his way up to 4th. Oh, we got cars in the wall. That was Zohar Monday. Now he's spinning out. We have trouble in the back. Sean Henley goes around. And a couple others as they're racing back to the line. The caution is out, and Kazi will feed Barney Ward to the line and over Dylan Young and Brody Banta. But we are under caution. That didn't take long. And Sean Henley is stuck on the track. Oh, this is not what Sean needed. He's stuck on the track, and they're actually approaching him. Look out. And now he's reached the pit road. Charles Jackson's on pit road. Matthew Rodriguez, who started dead last in his new look today. I don't know why Jackson's on pit road. Don't see any damage. There's Zohar Muddin. It looks like the 33 of Mike Becker might have retired from the race. The pit sign is down, and Matthew Rodriguez just dropped out. Zohar was a car going around. I don't see much damage to his car. Oh, Lewis Gordon has some damage. Camera angles are horrible at Dover. Oh, Cody Hitchens has some damage to his new look this season or this week. Ryan Juke has damage. We have another car. I think it's Charles Jackson leaving pit road, but he might go a lap down. There's Henley. He's returned to pit road. He didn't need this race at all. Just trying to see if there's any damage. There's damage to the back of John Dillon's one car. Zohar, I know, has some side damage. I don't see anybody else, and Jackson has to wait for the field to go by. I believe that's all that had damage, but you get a lot of cars. Obviously, there's a lot of new paint schemes, so you have to keep an eye on what car you are, but a multi-car wreck, starting off turn number 4, turn number 2, and going on to the back straightaway has brought up the first caution of the day, and now we'll go back and check the replay out and see what exactly happened. Alright, we are mid-pack, and Zohar Muddin has James McLeod right behind him, and that's Sean Galligan in that black number 32 under him. Looks like Galligan has nothing to do with this. James McLeod comes down. Zohar's going to slide up. I don't know why these guys are driving 3 wide anyway, but they're going to come up in this corner, and Zohar gets way out of the groove. He bounces off the wall, bounces off Mike Becker. Sean Henley goes down to avoid. He avoids by John Dillon, nowhere to go, and oh, Mike Becker. There's Cody Hitchens running over John Dillon. Sean Henley runs in the back of Mike Becker, and Henley can turn around. Lewis Gordon gets turned around back there by Charles Jackson. Where did Mike Becker go? Oh, Mike Becker could not hold the car, the momentum, so slam him in the wall. And then he's going to get clobbered by, bounces off Pichu London. And the points leader, Aaron Williams, got a piece of it. And Ryan Juke. I didn't know Aaron Williams got in this wreck. Teammates get together, but Mike Becker really had no control of that car. And just Williams was happened to be on the high side. I don't know how much damage is on that car. And Matthew Rodriguez, nowhere to go. And they collide, and Joseph Lombard has a lot of front end damage. Did not see the 12 car. It looks like he's going to be done for the day as well. Oh, and John Dillon just barely avoided those two. Lewis Gordon does as well. We saw Henley was still stuck over here. He must have slid after getting hit. We're going to see this real quick. We're going to check on this part of the wreck right here because we went on with Mike Becker. Henley had nowhere to go. The 33 just came straight down in front of him. Eric Burden got hit in the door. He gets hit by somebody. Oh, that's where Lombard and Charles Jackson gets into it. And Zach Carlson did a great job avoiding that. Everybody else around him was involved in that wreck. And Henley just got stuck on the banking, could not take it off or whatever. Had to get the tow truck to bring the 30 car back to pit road. He might be back on the track, we're not sure. But a lot of drivers are going to be done for the day, including Mike Becker, including Joseph Lombard, Matthew Rodriguez, and a couple others. But we are going to go back to the commercial break, and we'll take you back to live action, and we get ready for the restart as Michael Kazi is your race leader. And we are back from the commercial break. Update the field. Matthew Rodriguez started last, will finish last, unfortunately, just not his weekend. Joseph Lombard is out of the race, Mike Becker's out of the race, and then we got 2 cars on the inside, a lap down, Charles Jackson and Sean Henley, who managed to continue on from this race. But we'll see how they do. Everybody else continued on from the wreck. As the pace car is about to head to pit road once again, we'll get restarted as we start lap number 7. And keep an eye on the 2 slow cars on the inside. Those lap cars could play factor on this restart for some of these leaders. And we'll see how many get through this part of those 2 cars as the green flag kind of delayed right there, but Michael Kazi takes off. And like we thought, the 2 slow cars on the inside, Jackson and Henley, will drop to the back on the inside line. And now Barney Ward, who has been hungry for a victory. He got to win the Mountain Race Series early in the season, race 2 at Phoenix, but he wants to win a nationwide race. He's been in more contention of the championship in this series. He has a chance to win this one. He's going to be on the back bumper. Michael Kazi, whoa, they're rubbing. And Barney Ward basically shoved him through the straightaway right there. And Dylan Young and Brody Banta followed through as the top 4 had pulled away. And Steve Gonzalez back there split up as Kazi will slide up. Barney Ward to the lead. Oh, Steve Gonzalez just about got turned. I don't know if that was by Joseph Bryan or Brock Banta. And he just about got turned back there in the 6 car. And we are still green as Barney Ward will get 5 bonus points. Very important to help him in the championship hunt, especially with Aaron Williams, Danny Wells back there. We're actually going to see, we got a battle for third. That's Brody Banter, like we said. He's in the One Main Financial pay scheme this week and not Dollar General. He goes under Dylan Young for third. I see the flag out right there. I think the yellow flag's down. We got a battle for the lead coming to the line. Barney Ward just, I don't know what happened to Barney Ward. He just lost all his momentum. And the caution is out once again. And we got a lot of smoke. Eric Burton was in it. Ryan Juke might have got a piece of it again. Xavier Livingston, the outside poster, has smacked the wall. I don't know who else got involved in it. I don't know. That might have been a wreck in the back, and it might have to do with Sean Henley, who is actually all the way back here now. Xavier Livingston, there's Ryan Juke, he might have been it, and there's Eric Burton, who has a lot of damage to that 7 car. He hit the wall a ton on that passenger side of that GoDaddy Chevrolet. He's going to put in his pit stall. Is he done for the day? Nope, he's going to fix the damage. And Michael Causey, I guess, knew the caution was coming out, and he just took advantage and went right back around Barney Ward and brought his good friend Brody Banter right behind him in second. So those two friends are 1-2 right now. Michael's already won this season. He's won 3 times total. And Michael Causey, are you kidding me? Why is he dropping to the apron? As soon as I talk about him, I swear I just jinxed him. What in the world just happened? Why is Michael Causey on the apron? And why is the field slowing up? What in the world? Don't tell me he's going to have to go to pit road. What in the world? Every time this kid has a good run, something just wants to go wrong. It doesn't matter what ride he's in. I wish he'd pull back up, but man, what in the world? As soon as I talk about him, this happens. Well, that might put the lead handed over to Brody Banter, who is about to document missed out on the chase in the Mountain Race Series. Won a couple of races, though, really quick. He won at Indianapolis and Watkins Glen that series. His brother, Brock, won the Kentucky race earlier this season. And Brody finished second right behind him, so the Banters finished 1-2. But Brody is still looking for that first elusive win here in the Nationwide Series. And Michael Causey, I cannot believe that he has been the dominant car today, and he's going to pit road. I cannot believe that. The luck this kid's had this season is just terrible. And he is going to relinquish the lead to his friend Brody Banta. We'll update on what happened to him, but we're going to see what happened to bring out the caution. And now your new leader is Brody Banta in the number 11, One Main Financial Toyota. Now this is in the back, and Sean Henley is in front of this pack. I think he was a slow car, but I don't think he was involved in the wreck. Everybody trying to slice around him, and somebody just does not make a right, or I guess a good move right here. Maybe they could have had a better judgment of this move. I'm not sure. Oh, Eric Burton got into Xavier Livingston, hooked his fender. It's going to send them flying. Xavier's going to hit the wall. Ryan Juke hits the inside wall. And then Xavier Livingston came back down and got Eric Burton back. And Eric, I don't know where Eric Burton was going right there, but wow. Gotta take a look at that again. For some reason, Eric, I don't know if he knew that the 30 car up there was slow. He's going to get into the fender. He slides up into him, just gets Xavier Livingston, and Ryan Juke was already wrecked and just got involved in this once again. Xavier hits the wall. I don't think he had control. Go back. It seems like he got him back. Eric Burton right here hooks up. Ooh, hard impact. He heard the scraping, the metal breaking on that 7 car, but I don't know, it was a crazy wreck. And then here was a race back to the line, but unfortunately Michael Causey is not going to be up at the front anymore. We'll have to update you what happened to him. Those are the cars that are involved in that wreck. Well, now we'll take you back to live action and see what's going to happen next here at Dover. And we are back, and we're getting ready to go back to green on lap 14 and update the field. Eric Burton did drop out of the race, and everybody else continued on. And Michael Causey went from leading the race to 36, the last car on the lead lap. And I watched the pit stop. No tires were changed, so something else must have been amiss on that 09 car. It must have been inside the car. We don't know what it was. Could have been a battery, could have been ignition, it could have been anything. Gears, transmission, I don't know. But it wasn't a tire issue on the 09. We don't know what happened. It's a tough race for our upholsterer today, as his chances probably to win a second race this season are probably dashed. As we go back to green, and now his friend Brody Banta, the 11, native of Indiana, is going to take the lead over what happened to his friend. And now Barney Ward is going to go after this driver now. Banta and Barney Ward both hungry for a victory this season. And both of them are actually up in the standings. Brody's 7th, Barney's 5th. And Lucas snuck into the top 5, actually, right? Oh, Luke Walker. Good lord, that was a hard hit. Looks like the first race here. I thought somebody just wrecked back there. I thought I saw that. Man, Luke Walker's pancaking inside of the car. And look who's up here in 4th and 5th. Trent Dunham scored the Pepsi look. Mr. I have no luck in the Nationwide Series and Dylan Series. He's going for 3rd on Dylan Young. Wow, Dylan Young had to give up on the throttle. We got a battle lead. Barney Ward back to the point. He led that lap. But the person I was trying to bring up, the man that came in here, actually 3rd in the standings was Danny Wells. I completely forgot Sean Henley was 2nd in points. And Sean was in that wreck. I completely forgot. It's been a while. But Danny, who almost won this race, he got put in the middle of he was like a pinball machine, or he did a pinball in the pinball machine earlier this season when he was 3 wide and kept bouncing off everybody. He did not wreck though. But he saw Matthew Murray go off with the victory. Danny would love to get that victory in this series. To bring up good news for Danny though, he did win the Mountain Race Series chase race here that we had the other day. So he picked up his 2nd win in that series. So he's going to try to sweep this weekend here at Dover. And Brody Banto looks like he is struggling in that 11 car. Trent Dunham and Danny Wells have reeled him in as Barney Ward is setting sail in that 88 car. The Hellman's Mayonnaise Chevrolet Junior Motorsports. Oh, he's doing good, but man, there goes Brody Banto. Just pancake the wall. We're going to look through the field right here. They're Dylan Young. Jack Richards is back here in his 6th place now. Joseph Bryant in the retro Bobby Labonte Ernest Barry's paint scheme is now 7th. Steven Gonzalez has pancaked the wall, but he's running 8th. Seth Cohen, the NASCAR the game inside line GameStop Toyota, is 9th. And Mark George is 10th. What a good run for Seth Cohen and his 2 friends. They're 10th, Seth's 9th, and then Joseph 7th. Wow. See if they keep that up. Will Livingston, Sean Galligan, Luke Walker, who pancaked the wall, Brock Cantor, Jake Rogers, top 15. You got Matt Wells, and the caution is out. Only got through the top 15. Don't know what happened this time. Oh, and Charles Jackson is in another wreck. The 3 car must have got turned. He was a little bit off the pace, and the American Ethanol Chevrolet out of RCR looks like to be done for the day with that smoke. And he must have got into it. His friend Dylan Poteet. Dylan started near the back. He got up in the top 5 in points a few weeks ago, and he just had no luck since. It's like he doesn't even want to run good in this series anymore. And I think Charles Jackson just dropped out of the race. Do any of these drivers back here have damage? Doesn't look like it. Well, the ones that already have damage. Well, that was interesting. Looks like we're under caution now for the 3rd time today. And it looks like it might have been only a 2-car incident between Charles Jackson and Dylan Poteet. We'll go back and check that on the replay as Barney Ward is your race leader here at Dover. Well, if Seth Cole, if you're watching this, in your all-star races, I've been asking for a car to flip. Well, the tables have turned for the worse for me. After this happened, Charles Jackson is in front of Dylan Poteet right here. Dylan and Charles are getting together. Dylan gets into him. They go on the inside wall, and would you believe it, Dylan Poteet flips. Charles Jackson continues on, and Dylan is just rolling on his roof, and now he is back on the wheels, and he flipped over. I guess I got my wish to see a car flip. If you watch Seth Cole's Truck All-Star Showdowns and all that stuff, you know what I'm talking about if you're confused. But Dylan Poteet and Charles Jackson gets together, sends Jackson smoking and Poteet flipping. Well, that was interesting. But that's all that happened there. Quick little caution. We'll have to clean up the debris from the 2 cars, especially the one that flipped. And we'll get you back to action here at Dover International Raceway. We are back, and I failed again. It is Speedway, not Raceway. I don't know why I keep doing that. Anyway, Mark George, running 10th place, has dropped it to the apron. That 8 Chevrolet does not look like it is up to speed. Something's wrong. The E-Concert sponsor, number 8, is in trouble. Running in 10th, Mark George would just love to have a top 10 today. Looks like he's having a similar problem to what Michael Kazi had. We'll keep an eye on that. Actually, I will update you guys after we go back to the commercial break. But tough break for Mark George. Looks like his day to get a top 10 is over. Alright, and we are back. And to update Mark George, I just saw him come off pit road. There was a tire issue on the left side of that 8 car. They changed the left side and sent him back out. Unfortunately, he will be back in the 30s now after that. Charles Jackson and Dylan Poteet both dropped out of the race. A couple of drivers that were battling to stay in the top 10 of the points. Poteet was 11th. Charles Jackson was 4th in the standings. So 2 big hits right there for a couple of drivers in the standings as well. Sean Henley is still trying to get anything he can. He's in 36th, second in the standings. And Danny Wells, third in the standings, running second. Aaron Williams, I don't know where he's at. He's not running good at all. He's back here in 27, so this could be a big day for Barney Ward and Danny Wells. As we're back green, this race already more than halfway over. As Barney Ward and them take off, and Seth Cole and the others have just got hung up behind the 30 car back there. It's going to be a scramble to get around Sean. It's going to be, might have another caution. Danny Wells is on the back bumper of Barney Ward. The top 8 cars have pulled away from the rest of the field. That Subway Avocado Ford Mustang is fast right now. And don't count out that third place car. The guy has never won this series, Trent Dunham in the Pepsi Chevrolet. We'll see what he can do up here. He didn't have many chances to win this series. We'll see if he can maybe pull something out of his hat today. As Danny Wells goes the inside of Barney Ward, there's 5 bonus points for Danny, who's looking to sweep the weekend. Thought I saw a wreck, but I guess not. And now Barney Ward stuck on the high side, as now Trent Dunham's going to take second away from Barney. And it looks like the 88 car needs to get back to the bottom. He's going to get shuffled. Brody Bance is going under him. He's going to have to give up third place. He has to get back in line, or he's going to get shuffled. And Barney just continues to stick to the high side. I don't know what he's doing. Dylan Young, look out. Please don't wreck. And Barney Ward's going to finally get settled, and no, he's not. It seems like this has been the kind of luck he's had. Okay, maybe he found a spot in line, but man, he's back in 5th place. He's still up high. Why is he running the high side? Oh, Jack Richards, look out. And the caution is out. That might have been what Barney Ward needed. Not getting many green flag runs today, it looks like. When we look in the back, Luke Walker is wrecked. John Dillon wrecked. Looks like a 2-car wreck. I don't see anybody else wrecked at all. That 09 car might be off the pace now. He's not gaining any positions. Mark George has already passed him. But Luke Walker and John Dillon, a couple of drivers, just not had much luck this season. Luke Walker won way back at Auto Club early in the season. John Dillon won the first race this season at Daytona. He's in his pit stall and fixing the damage on the Phoenix Racing Chevrolet. And I don't know what happened on that run right there, but Barney Ward's probably glad the caution came out. He dropped back to the 6th position, but we're going to be under 10 to go this time at the line. He's going to have something happen to fix his car. He just could not get the feel on that run. Lost the lead and dropped all the way back to 6th. But we are under caution, I think, for the 4th time today at Dover International Speedway. We're going to check the replay and find out what happened to John Dillon and Luke Walker. Now, I don't know what's going on back here in the back. Just Luke Walker, we saw him smack the wall hard earlier. A couple of rookies just getting into each other. John Dillon actually had nowhere to go. Just gets into Luke Walker, and John doesn't know. He can't see anything because of 66, and they're going to pancake into the inside wall. Spin around. Wasn't much. Luke Walker's lucky he didn't get stuck right there on the track. John Dillon continues on, but Luke Walker already smacked the wall hard earlier. And he just got some more damage to the side of that 5-hour Energy Toyota. But not a good day so far for Luke Walker or John Dillon. It's been a miserable day for a lot of drivers, but not for Danny Wells, who's leading this race, as we take you back for the restart. And once again, we are back for another restart as we continue to have wrecks here at Dover. And 1 under 10 to go, so Sean Henley will not be at the front. I don't know where he's at. He's actually dropped to the back, so we might have a clean run right here at the end, even though some people are just smacking it off the wall. But here's the top 10 rundown before we go green. Danny Wells, your leader. Trent Dunham, 2nd. Brody Bance, 3rd. Dylan Young, 4th. Jack Richards, 5th. Barney Ward, 6th. Steven Gonzalez, the rookie, 7th. Joseph Bryant, 8th. Zach Carlson's worked way up to 9th. And Will Livingston started 10th, is in 10th right now in the Extends Toyota. Pace car is off. Danny Wells has less than 10 laps to go to try to pick up his first Mopar Nationwide Series victory. Same for the next 2 drivers, I would say. Trent Dunham and Brody Banter are looking for the same. Dylan Young looking for win number 2, as well as Jack Richards. And Danny got a good jump, and you expect a good run here since the slow cars are in the back of the pack now. But I don't know if they'll be a factor or not by the end of the race, as the battle for seconds heating up. Trent Dunham's trying not to slide up. Here comes Brody Banta. And Barney Ward is making a charge on the inside under Jack Richards and Dylan Young. 88 car looks strong. He's going to gain 2 spots right there, maybe even 3. He's now went from 6th to 3rd. There goes the 88 of Barney Ward. Seth Cole, Zach Carlson making a run. Dylan Young back there in the wall. It's going to cost him a lot of positions in the 64. You don't want to be on the high side here. As Barney Ward continues to make a run, he's going to go from 2nd, or actually 6th to 2nd in 2 laps. The 88 car is flying right now. But Danny Wells is gone. The last thing Danny Wells wants to see is a caution here. Sean Henley is way on the front straightaway, only in third gear. I don't know if that's going to be a factor or not. There's a differential between Danny Wells and Barney Ward. As this race is winding down, it's been like... Oh, Steven Gonzalez! Just about got turned by Alexandra Jones. We haven't talked about her that much either, but man, she just got talked about there. That almost was a huge wreck right there, and Gonzalez has been... Oh, Jack Richards! And he's going to save that shit! Oh, they don't... In behind him, I don't think. Oh, Brock Banter goes around for a spin. Is a caution out? And I just pulled a Charles, and the caution is out, and that might be the race. And Danny Wells is just setting sail. He said in the past, it just seems like he cannot pick up a victory in either one of these series, and all of a sudden, he might be on the verge of picking up his third victory overall in my series. Barney Ward just cannot make a charge. I believe this race is going to be over. They're going to take 2 to go this time by, and it's going to take a couple of pace laps. So Danny Wells might be your winner today. We saw the wreck though. Brock Banter got turned. James McLeod, he got into, I don't even remember now. Got into Jack Richards. They saved it. Steven Gonzalez half a lap before that saved it. Brock Banter unfortunately could not save it. And I believe this race is going to be over. We're going to check the replay though for the 5th caution of the day. And we'll get back and see if there's any possible way. Actually, no. If the lights are still on, this race is over. So Danny Wells, I'm pretty sure he's going to be your winner. But we'll find out after this replay that brought the 5th and possibly final caution of the day. Alright, let's check out a couple of close calls we had before the caution came out. Steven Gonzalez running here in the top 10. He's just following Brody Banta. And Alexandra Jones just got a huge run. They're going to hook right here, and it looks like they're going head on the wall. Looks like they're going to do Charles Jackson, Dylan Pope T Part 2. They saved it. Continue on. Jack Richards up here. I don't know where Jack Richards is at. James McLeod got out of the groove. That's what happened to him. He's going to hit the wall. Hadn't talked about McLeod much today. He's in the top 10 at this point. Man, he's going to go up here and just Luke Walker the wall. Hits Jack Richards. They get together. And then back here, oh, the 2 monster cars got together. Brock Banter got turned by Jacob Rodriguez. What in the world? How does that happen? They continue on. He does a 360. He's going, but wow. I wouldn't expect the 2 Monster Energy cars to wreck each other. There's Jacob. And they're scrambling back to the line for any positions. And you see your points leader back there, Aaron Williams, way back there. And Danny Wells, way at the front. Sean Henley, way at the back. Charles Jackson, way at the back. But Barney Ward, Danny Wells might be the ultimate opportunist today to get some valuable points and gain back in this championship hunt. But there might be a new points leader at the end of the day. We'll find out as we take you back to the restart and see if this race is really over or not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's lap 38-38. The pace car lights are still on. The white flag has already been taken for Danny Wells, who all he has to do is drive around and make it to the start-finish line. And Danny Wells will pick up his first ever Mopar Nationwide Series victory. That win that's gotten taken away from him so many times this season. Chicagoland, he got it taken away. New Hampshire, he got it taken away. And probably a couple other places, but the circumstances caused him not to win, but there's no circumstances for him not to win today. Danny Wells, under the yellow flag today, will come to the line here at Dover. He will sweep the weekend in the Mountain Race Series and Mopar Nationwide Series and win the RoadLoans.com 200. His first career win here in the Mopar Nationwide Series. Danny Wells is your winner. Came out of nowhere. He slowly worked his way toward the front, and Danny Wells will pick up his first victory and gain basically maximum points on Aaron Williams and Sean Henley, who both had struggles today. But him and Barney Ward are the 2 big winners today. Barney Ward will finish second. Unfortunately, he did not get his first win, but it looks like that car is getting oh so close to getting that victory. He probably had a car to beat today. He got held up on the couple of last restarts. I don't know what's going on right now. Why? Whoa, what? Is there a marathon race going on? I don't know why. What? I don't know what these cars are doing. Sean Henley's already went to curve. I don't know what's going on. Derp. Whoa, derp. Anyway, those drivers are going to drive around. Actually, they got to put a lap down. I don't know how that happened. Anyway. Will Livingston finished 8th place with a broken piston. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Is that what happened? Where is Willow? Wait, was this a checkered? Wow, Will Livingston. I didn't even pay attention to that. Will Livingston still crossed the line in 8th place, even though she broke apparently a piston. That was awkward. Anyway, still a good way to get a top 10. Unfortunately, she'll probably get a DNF, and there's still cars scrambling. I don't know what's going on. But Danny Wells, Barney Ward, Zach Carlson, who was a contender earlier this season here, he finished 3rd. He came out of nowhere. Where did he come from? Seth Cole, 4th. He also came out of nowhere. Trent Dunham hung on for a top 5 finish in 5th place. Great run for him. Brody Banta hung on for 6th. Alexandra Jones, good run for her in 7th. Will Livingston with a broken piston still finished 8th. Steven Gonzalez, best finish so far in only 2 starts, 9th. And Kyle Sosnowski. Did not talk about Sosnowski at all today. Kyle will get a top 10 as well in the 4 car. So great run for the 2 new drivers. Well, 2 of the 3 new drivers. Joshua Collar down there finished 19th. Didn't really talk about him today. But he had a solid run. I don't know why they glitched and have him a lap down, but you see the rest of your results. Key people we need to look at. Looking for Aaron Williams. He finished 27th. Sean Henley 36th. Charles Jackson 38th. I mean, there's a lot of drivers that took hits today in the standings. But not Danny Wells and not... Wait, why are you leaving pit road? Stop it. Danny Wells, Barney Ward gained maximum points, but congrats again to Danny Wells and the Host 60 team for picking up the first victory of the season. We'll take you now to the post race screen and show you the standings and where we're racing next race. Well guys, we're going to be heading out to Kansas Speedway. Oh, Kansas. That's be the next race. The Kansas Lottery 300 will take place next time. This should be an exciting race for race 30. And here's your point standings after 29 races. Aaron Williams, big points lead he had, gone. Danny Wells and Barney Ward have definitely cut into that. Was a 103-point lead for Aaron Williams over Sean Henley, and now it's only 8 points over Danny Wells, who finally gets that first victory of the season. Barney Ward moved up to 3rd. Sean Henley now dropped back to 4th. Charles Jackson 5th. Then you got Brody. Ow, my knee. Brody Banta 6th. Brock Banta 7th. They stay together in points. Zach Carlson has quietly worked his way up in the points. He was 14th coming in this race, and he's up to 8th because of that top 3 finish he got. So impressive run for Zach Carlson, who's coming out of nowhere late in the season. Maybe he can try to get a victory. Seth Cole is 9th, and Jack Richards rounds out your top 10 in the standings. Then you see your top 20 right here. And then we're going to go down. And then it just kind of gets hectic from here. But a lot of drivers need good runs. There was a few that got some good runs today that needed it. And we'll just continue to see how they do. Oops, I didn't finish it. Some of these drivers just race in the rest of the season. I think some of these drivers race late in the season. If they come back, I might end up making them rookies again because they didn't race that much. Maybe the bottom 3, I don't even know. I'll have to wait and see. But that was the race though. It was a good one, and we got to shuffle up in the standings. It's gotten close once again between Aaron Williams and Danny Wells, who seem like to have been the 2 drivers battling for the championship all season. But we're done here today from Dover. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to comment and everything. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race. Congrats to Danny Wells one last time as we leave Dover and head toward Kansas Speedway for race number 30 of the season. I'll see you guys then.